Okay, let's see what you got.
She's a girl.
And?
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Girl's a natural cobra.
Hey guys, so I just finished watching Cobra Kai on YouTube Red, and I just wanted to spend a few minutes talking about this TV series, which absolutely blew my mind. When I first heard that they were going to be doing a Karate Kid TV show, I was not too excited, to be perfectly honest. I thought the idea was kind of really ludicrous. Like, The Karate Kid is one of my favorite movies ever filmed. I saw it when I was about 12 or 13 years of age, and I was very impressionable at that time. I was getting bullied at school myself, and to see a movie that, well, the main subject was bullying and standing up for yourself and learning karate and the meaning of this fantastic martial art and finding balance in your life and having a mentor who is there to guide you and has your best interests at heart, and the good versus bad and the way the bullies lose and the guy who's been picked on wins and gets the girl and has his moment of triumph. The Karate Kid was just one of those movies that just kind of really struck a chord with me and has been one of my favorite movies for a goddamn long time, and I've seen it so many times. Karate Kid 2, yeah, a decent follow-up. Karate Kid 3, not so much. And the Hilary Swank, the next Karate Kid, I think I've only seen one time, but that original movie was just something really special, and it stayed with me through my entire adulthood. My teenage years. It's just one of those movies. I just love it. So when the idea of a Karate Kid TV series came along, I was, what are they going to do? How are they going to do that? So I kind of was not really too keen on the idea. And then those trailers started trickling in, and I did do a couple trailer reactions to those, and you can see them in my reaction videos, but I started getting really, really curious about what this TV series was going to be, because it actually looked good.
Who is it?
So I joined up to YouTube Red. I got my subscription, and as soon as it landed, I checked it out, and I ended up binging this thing in about 3 days, and it was amazing. I am so surprised that they pulled it off. Cobra Kai, the TV series, the Karate Kid, the saga continues, as they call it. It was an absolute joy. From episode 1 to episode 10, I was completely enthralled with the story of Daniel and Johnny and the new kids that they're training, and it was so engaging. It massively captured the spirit of that original movie and expanded on it, more so than what a sequel movie could have done. They had the time to kind of spread the story out over 10 episodes. Each episode only went for about half an hour each, but they really got to kind of expand on the characters without changing them. Yeah, sure, Daniel and Johnny have now grown up, they're older. The characters stay true to their core essence.
Banzai! Daniel LaRusso here for LaRusso Auto. We are chopping prices on all of our inventory. Johnny? I knew it was you. This is Johnny Lawrence. He and I go way back.
Oh, this is the guy whose ass you kicked.
If you want to get technical, I kicked his face.
So at the end of that original movie, Daniel defeats Johnny. Johnny hands Daniel the award and says, you're all right, LaRusso, and we assume that they're all right after that. And then in the very beginning of part 2, we see Johnny and his Cobra Kai teammates who are getting absolutely crucified by Kreese, their sensei, played wonderfully well by Martin Cove. And he snaps their second place award in half and almost chokes Johnny out until Mr. Miyagi, played by the late great Pat Morita, steps in and saves the day. And then they go off on their journey to Okinawa. But we never see Johnny again. We never see Elizabeth Shue again. And I'm not going to do too much of a spoiler here, but yeah, Elizabeth Shue doesn't turn up in this one either, which is unfortunate. That would have been really nice. Although, yeah, season 2 is happening. But Johnny's story ended as far as the audience was concerned at the beginning of part 2. So we never knew really what happened to him, played by William Zabka. And to have the two core guys back for the series was just wonderful. This really is more Johnny's story than Daniel's, for the first few episodes at least. So Johnny is now a broken man. He's down on his luck. He's in between jobs. He's got an estranged kid, Robbie, played by Tanner Buchanan, also from Designated Survivor as Kiefer Sutherland's kid in that TV series, also on Netflix. And they're estranged, so they've got a lot of, issues that they need to work out themselves. Daniel's got his own kids now and a wife. He's got his daughter, Sam, played by Mary Mouser, and a son, Anthony, played by Griffin Santampetro, and his wife, Amanda, played by Courtney Hengeler.
I'm driving home from work yesterday, and in this strip mall, I see... After 30 years, I thought that guy might have changed, but he's still the same prick. I heard you beat up a bunch of teenagers.
I didn't beat up any teenagers.
They are not living the happy family life either. The daughter and the father have grown apart a little bit. He used to teach her how to do karate, but now she's kind of off doing her own thing, hanging out with the wrong kids at school. Daniel is now a car salesman. He's got LaRusso Motors, where he is like the number 2 in the valley, and he's got a competitor down the street. So their life has definitely moved on. Johnny and Daniel have not really had anything to do with each other for over 30 years. And then through circumstances, like I said, I don't really want to spoil it, but Johnny ends up needing a new car. And once again, he's introduced to Daniel, and they start revolving around each other's lives again, and old animosities start rearing their ugly heads, and we have a lot of conflict, a lot of drama, a lot of comedy. This is a really funny TV series. William Zabka really kind of plays Johnny wonderfully. He's such an inappropriate guy. Like, he's really stuck in the 80s. Everything he says, everything that comes out of his mouth is pretty much inappropriate.
I'm gonna teach you the style of karate that was taught to me. A method of fighting your pansy-ass generation desperately needs.
The way he trains his Cobra Kai kids, and the lead role being Miguel, played by Zolo Maranduana, hope that's right, man, is just amazingly realised. Miguel is essentially Daniel LaRusso in this one. He's the young kid who's been bullied. He's only got a few friends, but he's definitely on the outer circle of the school cliques. And one night he's getting beat up, and Johnny kind of steps in and helps him out by taking on the bullies.
Hey, where you going, Coleman? I didn't know you guys were trying to buy beer.
Hey! Watch your car, man.
Get the hell out of here, loser.
Was that like Taekwondo or something?
It's karate.
Do you think you could teach me?
And as soon as Miguel realizes this guy he knows karate, he kind of like wants him to teach him, and Johnny wants nothing to do with it. But then things happen. The karate spirit is reawakened in Johnny, and he wants to reopen the Cobra Kai dojo. And it's just so well done. It's such a real switch on the original characters. Like, I don't want to go into spoil territory, but I'm just going to give the basic outline of it. Is that basically Johnny is Miguel's Mr. Miyagi, and Daniel and his daughter are kind of associated with the bullies who are picking on Miguel. And as the story progresses, including Bobby as Johnny's estranged son, kind of goes towards Daniel, because he wants to piss his father Johnny off, right? So he goes and works for Daniel at the car dealership, knowing that it'll piss his father off. So he kind of goes there for the wrong reasons, but then ends up learning with Daniel a lot of karate and all about life balance, and they kind of strike up a bond. So the tables are all switched around and turned around, and each character is different, but they all evolve, and it was just so well done. It was so engaging. Every episode just kind of like sucked me in, and being only 30 minutes long, you could just kind of sit there and just watch through them really quickly. Pat Morita, he's been gone for a long time now, but the spirit of Mr. Miyagi is sprinkled all through this series. Daniel references him quite a lot. The Miyagi-Do credo is the core essence of Daniel's karate, and that's what he wants to spread to this new kid. And the conflict that arises is just spot on. The music, some of the songs directly lifted out of the original movie. The theme song is back. Everything's just wonderful.
I kicked the crap out of a bunch of assholes who deserved it.
Thinks he can bring Cobra Kai back to the valley? Yeah. Not on my watch.
You want those kids at school to keep dumping things on your head? You want all the girls to think you're a wangless dork?
You're gonna be my karate teacher?
No. I'm gonna be your sensei.
The writers, the directors, the producers, Ralph Macchio and William Zabka are actually co-producers in this. So everyone who was involved absolutely cherishes that original film. You can tell this is a love letter to the original Karate Kid. They treat it with the utmost respect and deliver something that is just so entertaining, so much fun. The fight scenes are wonderfully choreographed. There's a lot of stand-up and cheer moments in this thing, and the ending really has you hankering for season 2. I'm not going to go into spoiler territory like I said, but there's a real twist on the ending, and the door opens, and there's so much more that we can do. I'm really excited to see what they bring and what they explore in season 2. And I really could sit down and watch these episodes, like even if they were like an hour and a half long. They were so wonderful, and yeah, absolutely color me surprised. Cobra Kai was amazing entertainment, and I'll be definitely picking up on Blu-ray when it gets released. It'll be sitting right next to the Karate Kid on the shelf there, and it'll be something that I'll be revisiting for damn sure. It was awesome, an awesome series, and I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because damn, I had so much fun with it. And if you want to know if you should check it out, by all means, get your YouTube Red subscription, dive in. The first 2 episodes are free, and then you'll be hooked. So then you'll want to join up. Anyway, guys, that's my quick review on Cobra Kai. Please don't forget to subscribe. Throw me a thumbs up. It will really help grow the channel. Leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Johnny, you and I, we aren't done.